Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hibiscus Sports Complex as we bring you the main event for the night, the Southwest Metro Pirates men taking on the Gold Coast Rollers. And boy, what a women's game we had just before as Southwest took out the win by 10 points. And we're going to have another tight and awesome game on our hands here tonight as well. Both teams incredibly stacked with pulling in several players. It's going to be a great, great fight. Last weekend we got to cover both of these teams, obviously against different opponents, and have both had some great wins. Tonight's game is all going to come down to who can play 4 quarters of basketball. Because last week, neither of these teams really wanted to do that. Southwest Metro struggled in the third, really dropping the ball and not having a great game on their Saturday night game. And same with the Gold Coast Rollers when they took on the Southern District Spartans. They were leading by over 20 points into halftime and then only ended up winning by 2. So they did not have a strong half either team. So it's going to be a battle of who can actually play 4 quarters of basketball and keep themselves in the lead for the entire game. Both teams are coming in with incredibly stacked players as well. Princeton Onwas leading all scorers with an average of 37 massive points. Jack McVeigh close behind on 30. Rebounds-wise, it is very all over the place. You got Princeton Onwas on 13. You got Marsh on 11. And then Bairstow back again for Southwest on 9. So the game is very evenly split across both ends of the court, and both teams are going to be fighting to get this win. Both teams, I believe, have lost 1 game so far in the QBL season, so it's going to be an all-important victory here for both teams. It's going to be a matter of who just has that extra grit in it. So as we look through the game itself, I think the key to this game in particular is going to be defense. Both teams can shoot the ball. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be down to who can actually play a proper game of defensive basketball, really press up tight, and prevent the easy buckets on the inside. We both know the teams can shoot relatively well from the 3-point line. In fact, if you look at the breakdown, Gold Coast shooting slightly higher at 27% from 3, Southwest only sitting on 18. It's going to be the inside shot that's going to make the difference. Both teams shooting at roughly 55%. So the game is going to very much come down to who's going to have the highest scoring percentage, same as the game that we just had with the women. So as we're getting ready to start here, it's going to be a great game of basketball, so make sure you don't go anywhere, and we're going to have a great game on our hands. Alrighty, and here we go as we're ready to kick off the first quarter action. It is the Southwest Metro Pirates taking on the Gold Coast Rollers. Looking at last week's game, Southwest did come out with a 10-point victory over the Toowoomba Mountaineers, 84-74. Gold Coast Rollers just getting that narrow 92-90 win over the Southern District Spartans. So I just need to correct myself a little bit. So Southwest has won 2 out of 3 games so far. Gold Coast are 2 from 2. So Gold Coast looking to continue their winning streak. Southwest wanting to get back in form after a big victory over Toowoomba, but not wanting to let their streak go. So Southwest going to kick off their game with Tyrell Harrison coming in the starting 5 lineup, Vel Williams Jr., Jared Bairstow, Ryan Vines, and Princeton Onwas. Jumping down the other end of the court, the Gold Coast Rollers are going to come out with number 10, Jack McVeigh, number 14, Jaden Tom, number 33, TJ Diop, number 0, Matt DeConia, and I'm missing one, number 18, Dion Mitchell. And here we go. Let's get ready for some big QBL men's basketball action. We've got some big boys out on the court. There's going to be a lot of above-the-rim play. So here's hoping for some damn good action as Southwest kind of won the tip, but at the same time, Williams Jr. could not get to the ball fast enough as straight off the bat, Matt DeConia, he's going to the bucket for 2 points early on. Southwest turns now. Jared Bairstow just settling at the top of the 3-point line. Kicks inside to Harrison. Harrison over to Onwas. Shot clock rolls down into single digits. Onwas, strong drive through the side, but he was stolen by Diop. Vel Williams Jr. gets a steal as well, manages just to keep it in play for Vines. Vines kicks out to Besto. Besto kicks out to Onwas. Onwas firing a long two and rattles it home. Both teams with a nice early turnovers and converting points from. That's going to be another big part of this game, is teams do not want to be turning the ball over because that converts into easy points. Jared Besto just steps across, pulling on the foul on Mitchell. DeConye, sorry. Just under a minute play, 16 seconds on the shot clock on the inbound pass. Ball goes inside. Diop fires away and gets it home for two. Besto sets the pick for Onwas, who kicks over to Harrison. Shot clock rolls into single digits. The ball goes inside for Besto. Couldn't find the cutting Williams Jr., but in goes Vines. Out to Onwas, who fires a three. Can't quite get it to fall. Ball over to DeConye. We're going to get a foul here. It looks like it's going to go against Vines for the initial contact before that big push-off afterwards. Do have to support the decision, though. Vines asking why it wasn't offensive, but he did make initial contact before getting pushed away. Always got to be careful about your positioning, because if you make first contact, you get the foul. Southwest early on, going to the bench, subbing out Jared Besto, and in comes the veteran Troy Thompson. McVeigh with it now, dribble around the top of the three-point line, fires for two. DeConye with a big defensive rebound. Marked up tight by Williams Jr. DeConye too fast for him, goes to the bucket and draws the foul. That foul will go against number 8, Williams Jr. Just not quite shoving his feet in time to get in front. 4-2 the lead for the Gold Coast Rollers. We've played just under 2 minutes of basketball, and DeConye is on the line for two. DeConye goes 2 from 2 from the free throw line. 6-2 the lead. Captain Vines has it. He drives all the way through. His pass to Terrell Harrison, almost stolen. They just maintain as the shot clock rolls down into single digits. Onwas at the top of the keyway has it. Kicks out to Williams Jr., who just keeps his handles on it. Shot clock on 2. Williams Jr. needing to fire. Onwas with the dunk and picks up the foul on the buzzer of the shot clock. So the points are going to count. That foul going against Jaden Tom for the Rollers. Would love to see that again as a live replay, because I almost have a feeling that the shot clock had expired. Onwas with his free throw. That one does find the bottom of the net. The lead back down to 1 for the Rollers. Dion Mitchell settling very high above the 3. Screen is set by Tom. Go inside to DeConye. DeConye fakes, drives left with the spin. Finger roll, no good. Harrison with the rebound. Now it's with Onwas. Harrison at the top of the 3. Vines fakes for the 3. Drives left. Stops. Fires. Can't quite get it to rattle home. Big defensive board there from TJ Diop. Mitchell now with a step back three-pointer. Fires away. 9-5. Harrison wide open, top of the 3, hits nothing but air. It's probably one criticism that I have about Harrison. As a development player for the Brisbane Bullets at that height, you need to be getting yourself in under the bucket. You're not a 3-point shooter at 7 foot. It's about the 3rd passage of play in a row where he stood at the top of the 3-point line and he's been playing the role of a guard. He needs to be getting himself inside because he's not going to be a ball carrier if he's playing with the Bullets. He's playing to be a big and to pull the boards. He needs to get his butt down onto the post and get himself on the inside. Southwest there just pulling themselves a foul. That one going against Princeton Onwas. So Southwest going to go to the bench. Checking in, number 10, Tendakai Machando. Verl Williams Jr. checking out. Mitchell bringing in the ball for the Rollers. Big kick over to Jack McVeigh at the top of the 3. He fakes to go right, but takes off on the wrong step, picking up the travel. Machando hasn't. He's double-teamed high. Kicks over to Onwas, who drives right. Kicks it down to Tyrell Harrison on the inside, who fires for the layup and gets fouled on the way up. Jack McVeigh picking up the foul for the Rollers. And that's the position that Harrison needs to be playing. That's where he belongs. He's the tallest player out on the court. He's got the arm reach of a bloody hawk. He needs to be getting himself down there and getting that ball and getting those easy layups. He can almost dunk standing up. So Harrison at the line for 2. First one a little bit too strong and rattles its way out. The second one much more on point and goes in. Kanye with it now for the Rollers. Southwest pressing up tight. Press working well. Onwas and Vines with the big slam from Onwas. Almost working twice in a row. That nice uptight press. Machando playing some great D. To Kanye now with it for the Rollers. He goes all the way to the bucket by himself with the finger roll for 2. Taken out the competitive control sign on the baseline. 11-8. Southwest down by 3, but Vines goes the whole way himself. Right back at you and rolls one home for 2. DeConye out wide, straight into Onwas, pushing him out, turns the ball over. Vines coming out with it. Southwest just slowing things down this time round. Ball kicks over to Machando. Onwas wide open for 3. A little bit of confusion against the Rollers, and they pay for it as he rattles home a 3. Southwest taking the lead for the first time. It is 13-11. Vines playing risky defense there, almost picking up a foul. Ball goes inside, but no good on 3 separate occasions. Onwas again with it. Just couldn't keep the handles on it, almost turned it over. Vines picked it up. Vines turned it over. Dion Mitchell now with a chance. Kicks inside. Diop goes to the bucket for 2. And we're going to go to the bench. Mick Downer taking his timeout. So we're going to have a break as well. We are tied at 13 apiece. But we'll be back with you shortly for more QBL action presented by Panagos Productions. And we're back as your Southwest Metro Pirates continue to take on the Gold Coast Rollers. We are locked at 13 apiece. It was set to be a great game between these two teams. And boy, do we have a game on our hands here. There's already been a couple of big slams, a couple of big fouls, and there's so much more action to come. Coach Downer taking a tactical timeout there just to get his boys back and rallied. Offensively, they just need to stop turning the ball over. There's too many occasions where Southwest is just going a little bit too fast, not quite keeping the handles on, and they're just not taking care of the pill as well as they should be. But Southwest does have it now. They're going to the baseline. It's 13 points apiece, and 10 points of those for Southwest have all come from Princeton Onwas, and boy, has he been a pickup for Southwest. His first season with the Pirates, he's been having a massive impact. As Captain Vines drives left, kicks the ball out, a long shot from Lachlan Venus, but that one's no good. DeConye with it, taking on the captain. Kicks out, nice long shot here from Salicic, and that fires home for 3. Venus sets the screen. Onwas just takes off the wrong direction, but gets the foul from DeConye. And Southwest, they're going to go to the bench. Subbing in, number 20, Jake Allen. The Captain Vines taking a break. Legal screen here called on the veteran, Troy Thompson. Just not quite set before Allen took off. Sorry, correction there. The legal screen actually goes on Tendakai Machando. Don't know what I was looking at. Great tight defense there from Jake Allen. Ball kicks out to Kanye. Kanye with it on the block, looking to go one-on-one. Kicks over to Diop. Diop loses control. Machando with the steal. Onwas Machando 2-on-2, but just not quite able to get their hands on it as Salicic just hits the ball out. Again, Southwest just not taking care of the pill, turning the ball over and missing opportunities. Ball now with Onwas as he drives left. Kicks out, ball moving fast as Machando. Kicks out again to Venus. Venus fires, a little bit too soft. And big rebound there for Dwayne Bale. Diop goes strong on the inside. Nice little roll home for 2. Jake Allen with it in the corner. Kicks to a very open Onwas who fires for 3. A little bit too far to the right. There's going to be a foul called on the rebound. That one going in the favor of Gold Coast. Getting called against number 6, Lachlan Venus. And that is 5 team fouls as well. So we'll walk down the other end of the court. Not sure who's going to get to take the free throws, but Rollers will be going to the line for 2. So it'll be TJ Diop taking the line for 2. Diop's first is good. Second is good also. Lead out to 7 for the Rollers. Gold Coast going on the bench. Akeem Marsh checking in. TJ Diop taking a break. Onwas just couldn't quite handle the ball there for the drive down the right-hand side. Kicked it out to Machando. There's a wide open Jake Allen calling out on the left-hand side. Onwas with it again. Out to Venus. Over to Jake Allen. Nice little shot fake. Drives with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Machando needs to take a shot here. He fires, but too strong and 24-second violation. Great defensive passage of play from Rollers. Just always keeping up tight on Southwest. Every time they tried to make a move, there was always that help defense to step up and prevent the player from driving through the center of the court. Down the other end, Salicic with it now. He takes on Machando. Dwayne Vale rolling around. Ball in the hands of Thalo Green. Inside, though, it goes to Brent Wallace, who rolls around and gets the 2. 22-13 the lead now for the Rollers. Thompson, shot fake, drives strong through for the left-hand layup and fires it in. Gold Coast with a fast break opportunity, but just deciding to slow it down is the captain. Dwayne Vale goes right around the screening Brent Wallace. Wallace cuts down and finds his way inside, and he'll get the foul from Troy Thompson. Nope, it'll go against Lachlan Venus. So Brent Wallace will be at the line for two. First one rattles out. Second free throw, much more on point, finding the net. Brent Wallace going to get checked out straight away, and Jack McVeigh checking in. 23-15, Rollers maintain their 8-point lead. Double pressure defense doing a great job on Southwest as Harrison tries to drive right, almost gets the foul by the looks of it. As Machando drives in strong, but was hoping that Harrison would cut to the basket and grab the pass, but a little bit of miscommunication and ball ends up out of court. Salicic kicks inside for McVeigh. McVeigh going strong onto the inside and knocking into Onwas. Onwas trying to step back and will pick up the foul as well on the shot. With the and one, McVeigh's basket going in. Coach Downer just in front of us questioning why there was no potential with the offensive foul, but referees deciding to give a flop warning as well, thinking there wasn't enough contact to warrant the reaction. Either way, McVeigh goes to the line and he will take an extra free throw. 25-15, the lead out to 10 now. 1 minute to go, and Princeton Onwas will be checked out for Southwest, being replaced by number 7, Marty Leahy. Free throw no good for Jack McVeigh. Southwest coming down with the rebound. We're under a minute to go. 10 points is the gap. Machando with it at the top of the three-point line. Kicks over to Jake Allen. Looks for the three. Fakes, goes left. Rolls it around, but can't quite find the bottom of the net. Marsh pulling a strong defensive board for the Rollers. McVeigh looking to go fast to the bucket. Drives left. Hits Jake Allen. Fires the fadeaway, but can't get it home. And there's an unsportsmanlike foul called against the veteran Thalo Green. Not too sure what exactly happened there. It looked like a fair contest for the rebound to me, but referees obviously deeming that there was a little bit too much contact for their liking. So Jake Allen's going to get to walk down the other end of the court and take 2 free throws. First one, no good. Second, more on point for Jake Allen. 31 seconds to go in the game. 24 on the shot clock. The captain, Vines, coming back in. Tendakai Machando checking out. So 7 seconds of difference. Southwest will hold for the second last shot of the game. Leahy has it at the top of the three. Kicks back to the captain, Vines, who drives strong to the left. Back out to Leahy. Thompson, good screen on the right. Jake Allen now as the shot clock rolls down into single digits. He kicks over to Vines. Vines with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Harrison sets a screen. Vines takes the three, but too strong, and it's out of bounds. 5.6 seconds on the clock. Gold Coast with the last chance of the quarter to extend their current 9-point lead. Southwest playing full court press, trying to stop the last-minute goal. McVeigh has it. He drives right. Clock rolling down. Drives nice and easy all the way to the bucket and rolls one home for 2. 27-16 the lead for the Rollers. That was way too easy. 5 seconds to go. You would not think you'd be able to get from one end of the court to the other and roll in a layup. Not great defense there from Southwest. They'll have to fix that up if they're going to keep themselves in this game. It's an 11-point difference, and we'll take a quick break, but be back with you shortly for more live QBL action presented by Panagos Productions. And welcome back to the pirate ship Hibiscus Sports Complex as we bring you QBL Round 3 action between your Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. Rollers getting themselves out to a nice, healthy 11-point lead early on. It is 27-16. Southwest defense just being broken apart, to be completely honest. And Rollers finding themselves getting inside nice and easy and getting some easy buckets. Looking at the score sheet so far, several players from the Rollers hitting the stat sheet. TJ Diop leading the way on 8 points, closely followed by Matt DeConye on 6, and Jack McVeigh on 4. Coming down the other end in terms of Southwest, the team being very much led by their new recruit, Princeton Onwas. He's sitting on 10. So here we go, second quarter. So let's see what Southwest comes out with, because they're going to really have to change their defensive strategies if they're going to keep themselves in this game. They will start the quarter with Vines on the ball. Jake Allen kicking down to Tyrell Harrison. He passes back up to Leahy, who loses his footing, still drives through and fires away a rough one. McVeigh for the Rollers pulling down the board as they go 3-on-2 straight down, and Marsh picks up the offensive foul, driving through a very set Besto. A great offensive foul called by the referees as well. There was absolutely nothing that the defense did wrong there. Akeem Marsh just not compensating for the players in front of him. Coming down now, Besto looks inside for Leahy. He fires away and rattles one in off the back of the rim. Jared Besto, nice uptight defense, knocking the ball out of court off the pass. Southwest playing an uptight pressure defense. McVeigh just pushing off Vines, just getting a little bit too close for his liking. As the shot clock rolls down into single digits, Thalo Green kicking out for Dwayne Vale. Vale fires and hits nothing but air. Southwest with another chance to close the gap a little bit. It's 27-18. Besto gets the ball, drives strong as Tyrell Harrison drives for the dunk. 27-20, Southwest getting themselves back in this game. And that's a much better offensive play from Harrison as well. That's the spot that he belongs on the court. He needs to keep himself there the whole night, because he'll be making buckets for days. Jack McVeigh going strong to the right, taking on Allen. Leahy with the hops, pulling down a big board over Marsh. Jake Allen now driving up fast with Southwest. Besto just not able to get his handles on it. Slowing things down a little bit. As I say that, Vines drives strong to the left, fires for 2, but picks up the foul. That going against number 18, Dion Mitchell. A little bit of discussion going on the court now as well with the referees. Not too sure what's going on at the moment, sorry guys. As soon as I've got a little bit more information, I'll let you know. Referees just discussing, I believe, some bad behavior that was going on the court, but I'm not really too sure what that was about. At least it's not just me that's confused. You got the score bench beside me also looking around, not knowing what's going on. There was a foul called against the Rollers, so Dion Mitchell picking up a foul. And we're also going to call an unsportsmanlike foul on number 14 from... I'm assuming Tyrell Harrison. So, not too sure what's just happened. So, but we've got a foul against Dion Mitchell. So, Ryan Vines is going to go to the line for his 2 shots. And then it looks like there was an unsportsmanlike foul called somewhere on Tyrell Harrison from Southwest. If someone wants to watch that passage of play back and leave me a comment in the comment section on the YouTube stream, that would be much appreciated because I'm not too sure what happened. But nonetheless, we're going to walk down to the other end of the court and we're going to go to the line for 2 shots. So Harrison's unsportsmanlike foul was against the captain for the Rollers. Nope, he's stepping away from the line. It's going to go towards Jack McVeigh. So McVeigh's first free throw bounces out. His second goes in. And with the unsportsmanlike foul being called as well, we're going to go to the halfway line. Gold Coast is going to maintain possession. And here we go. McVeigh kicks it off for the Gold Coast Rollers. They'll bring the ball in. It is 28-22 after that little passage of play. 6 points the difference. Southwest slowly getting themselves back into the game. As Diop kicks the ball around for Mitchell. Inside to McVeigh. McVeigh looks to spin. Off-balance jumper is no good. Diop with the rebound into DeConnier. He spins right but picks up the foul as Leahy tries to get in underneath him and steps in too late. So restart here for the Rollers as they kick the ball around. McVeigh has it. Open drive to the left as he runs into Jake Allen and fires his step-back jumper for 2. Rollers wanting a flop warming there on Allen, but he just lost his footing and hit the deck. Harrison with it now on the side. He drives left into the big man, fires away, rolls around. A little bit too flat, hitting the front of the rim. Great defensive play there from the veteran Jaden Tom. They have to play a much stronger game of basketball against Tom. He's been around the competition for years. Very, very strong player underneath. DeConnier with it now. Driving left against the captain. Vine's going to pick up the blocking foul. And DeConnier is going to go to the line for 2. Southwest, I think, just a little bit rattled after those last couple of passages of play where they've picked up those quick and easy fouls. Just need to recoup themselves and pull themselves back in line. They're just letting things get a little bit out of hand defensively, and they're not playing the game of basketball they should be playing. DeConnier fires the first. DeConnier second, no good. The big man Harrison pulling down the board. A big shout out to Sean Tilby watching the game online from home. So Harrison's unsportsmanlike foul was a big push in the back on Thalo. So there you go. So that's what that was for. There was just a little bit of confusion around it, but it's all been cleared up. Southwest with an opportunity now. They go inside, but the pass to Harrison was stolen. Mitchell now passes ahead to McVeigh, who steps back and fires for 3, but it's in and out. Board pulled by Jake Allen, who runs up the course at pace. Kicks back to Harrison once again on the 3-point line. Get inside, big man. Vines goes left, pulls up, steps around, jumps and fires. 31-24, the lead for the Rollers at 7. Big inside shot there from Jaden Tom, but couldn't quite get it to fire. Vines goes all the way down the center and rolls one over the top of the rim for 2. And that's why they call him the captain. He has an incredible game of inside basketball. For such a short player, he's got hops. To Kanye with it now, kicking up to McVeigh. Shot clock rolls down to single digits, but Diop fires a jumper. Basto pulling the board for Southwest. Jake Allen, fast break opportunity. Goes up, gets it home for 2. Referees have called the goaltending, but I think the ball was already in the hoop. And we're going to the bench for a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break as well. But we will be right back with you shortly for more of this QBL Round 3 action presented by Panagos Productions. And we're back at the ship as we bring you this QBL Round 3 action. It is 31-28. The Southwest Metro Pirates just tailing the Gold Coast Rollers, but it is only 3 points and both teams playing an absolutely incredible game of basketball. A little bit of confusion and controversy early on in this second quarter, but both teams managing to push through it. Rollers are probably a little bit more so than Southwest. They seem a little bit rattled after a couple of calls didn't go their way. But they have called the timeout here, and hopefully they can recoup and pull themselves back into the game. Ball going to restart with the Rollers down on the baseline, and TJ Diop will be bringing it in. Rollers with it here. McVeigh goes himself on the left, just bounces out of the back of the rim. Basto managing to pull the ball out, but a foul is going to be called. Going against TJ Diop for the Rollers, so that one falling in the favor of Southwest. Williams Jr. with it now, kicks to Thompson, who fires for 3. Little bit too strong, but Southwest going to play a bit of a game of ping pong and bounce it around, get the board back. Vines for 3. That also no good. TJ Diop with a defensive rebound. Basto getting his hands in the play. Couldn't quite pull the steal as McVeigh on the left-hand 3. Drives strong, gets hit by Leahy, but fires through. So ball goes back to McVeigh on the right-hand side, and he fires one home for 2. Just under 5 to go in the second quarter now. Basto's got the ball on the baseline. He drives left, kicks out to Williams Jr., who fires a little bit too strong. But Gold Coast not able to keep the hands on the board, and they bounce it out. And Southwest going to come down with the play. Onwas, the leading point scorer for Southwest, will check back in, subbing out Leahy, number 7. Onwas up high to Vines. Back to Onwas. Inside to Basto, kicking way over the other side to Williams Jr. Goes to the top of the court. Vines drives through, finds Onwas on the outside, who fires for 3, but it bounces out. TJ Diop for the Rollers with the board. Williams Jr. playing nice defense, keeping himself in front of Mitchell. As Princeton Onwas plays very uptight defense on Jack McVeigh and prevents that bucket from falling in. Thompson sets a screen for Williams Jr., who fires a right-handed floater to Kanye with the rebound. He goes down the court as Jaden Tom takes out his defender in Vines. Gold Coast couldn't convert, but Basto will run the court himself. He steps left and is fouled on the way to the bucket. This game getting all kinds of physical. So that foul is going to be called against number 14, Jaden Tom. Rollers going to go to their bench. Jaden Tom coming out, and DeKanye out. Brent Wallace and Salicic back in. 33-28, the 5 points at the deficit at the moment for the Pirates, but Bairstow's first free throw can't find its way to the bottom of the net. Second shot, a little bit more positive. The lead cut down to 4. Dion Mitchell goes himself and finds a very easy passage down the middle of the court. A little pop shot home for 2. It was a little bit too easy. Southwest defense just falling apart a little bit there. Captain Vine's going to settle things down here for the Pirates. His pass over to Williams Jr. intercepted by Mitchell. As the Rollers bring back on their Captain Vale, Jack McVeigh checking out. Single digits on the shot clock on the inbound pass. Williams Jr. has it. Vines with 3 seconds on the shot clock. He fires quickly and rattles one in off the back of the rim. 31-35, deficit down to 4. Dion Mitchell tries to break around Williams Jr. and almost trips himself up. Drives down the court, finds an open player out on the left. 3-point bomb from Salicic. Williams Jr. straight back at him though, penetrating hard and fast. Just finds his way straight into Salicic, who picks up the foul. So Williams Jr. will find himself on the line. His first is good. Williams been a little bit quiet this game, though. That will be his first point of the game. Quite unlike him. Normally got a couple of points on the board by now, but manages to find his second free throw. So 2 from 2 from there. Rollers with it now in this 5-point lead. Diop has it high, beats Bairstow around. Shot clock rolls to single digits. Ball still very high for the Rollers as Mitchell steps up to the 3-point line, fires away, but Onwas pulls the board. And he goes himself, driving down the center of the court, makes heavy contact on Jack McVeigh. No call made, and they find the 2-point bucket. So 3 points the lead now for the Rollers, desperately looking for some points. It's been quite some time now since they've scored. And they're not going to score again on this occasion either. The illegal screen being called off the ball against Brent Wallace. So just having a lot of difficulties here. And looks like they're going to call a flop warning as well against number 15, Salicic, for that last passage of play down the court. Seems a little bit harsh. There seemed to be quite a fair bit of contact on that play. But it'll be a warning nonetheless. 3 points of difference. Southwest with a chance to be down by 1 or draw on a 3. Onwas deep on the baseline on the 3-point line. Shot clock rolls to single digits. Vines very deep 3. Can't quite find a home for it though, but Onwas with the offensive board and putback. 38-37. Southwest fighting their way back in. They are down by 1. Captain Vines almost got the steal on that one, but couldn't quite get the handles on it as Mitchell's shot is no good. Thomas can't quite keep his hands on the rebound either. McVeigh taking control, and Dwayne Vale, the captain, just slowing things down and getting things back under control for the Rollers as Dion Mitchell fires on the 3-point line. Thompson with the defensive rebound. Almost caught himself out, but kicks off to Vines. Vines goes straight down the middle. Bairstow finds a way inside. Can't quite get the ball to fall, but he will go to the line for 2. This defensive foul there is called by Dwayne Vale. Both teams going to their substitution benches. Marty Leahy checking in for Southwest. Princeton Onwas checking out. Dion Mitchell and TJ Diop checking out for the Rollers, with Matt DeConye checking in, as well as Thalo Green. Besto's first is good. He draws the game for the first time in quite some time. It is 38 apiece. This one to take Southwest into the lead for the first time. And Besto does it. They take the lead for the first time in around about 15 minutes of play. 38-39. Besto checks out. Tyrell Harrison checking back in. Inside shot from Wallace is no good. Bit of a fight down in the baseline for the rebound. Looks like it just got knocked out by DeConnier, so Southwest is going to come down with the board. The game clock rolls down into the final minute. Southwest settling things down. Captain has it at the top. Shot clock rolls to single digits. Leahy hands off for Williams Jr. with 5 seconds to go. Vines, shot fake, drives left, fires away, but draws the foul and goes down with an ankle injury by the looks of it as well. Doesn't seem to be in too much pain, but also, no, he's... The captain definitely in a little bit of trouble here, quite a fair bit of pain. So we'll take a quick break here, guys, because we're not too sure how long this break might be. But we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you shortly. Hopefully it's not too much of a rest, but we'll be right back with more QBL Round 3 action presented by Panagos Productions. And we're back with you here as the captain, Ryan Vines, got chaired off the court to get some attention sought for that left ankle, I believe it was. So, Tentakai Machanjo checking in, and he's going to take the 2 free throws. Hopefully the situation isn't too dire for Vines, but he did look like he was in a significant amount of pain, and he has had issues with that ankle for some time now as well. So, wishing him all the best. Hopefully we'll be able to see him again by the end of the game. Back on the court, Machando's second goes in, so Southwest takes the lead by 2. 30 seconds to go. Shot clock around about 6 seconds inside the game clock, so Gold Coast will hold out for the second last shot of the game. Ball with the hands of Vale at the top. Machando taken out as he recovers, but fouls Vale on his way to the bucket, and he'll go to the line for 1. Drawn at 40 apiece. Dwayne Vale makes the free throw, so regains the lead by 1 for the Rollers, but Southwest has 13 seconds. They could take this game back at any point. Troy Thompson has the ball at the top, kicks to Williams Jr. Game clock down to 3 seconds as Williams Jr. fires from deep, but can't quite find a home for it. And the game clock expires for the half. It is 41-40. The Gold Coast Rollers managing to maintain their lead, but only by a point leading into the half. So that is where we stand so far, but we're going to take a bit of a break. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with some stats and some more live QBL action presented to you by Panagos Productions. And welcome back to Hibiscus Sports Complex, the ship, as we continue to bring you QBL Round 3 action between your Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. Rollers keep themselves in the game by 1 point at the moment over Southwest. It is 41-40, but Southwest fighting their way back after being down by quite a significant margin on several occasions. I think the biggest lead Gold Coast had was 11. So for Southwest to fight their way back in that quarter to 1 down has not been too bad of an effort. But looking on the stat chart around the stadium, Gold Coast are definitely playing a much, much better game and really sharing the point spread across the team as well. Don't have a single player in double digits. Jack McVeigh leading their team with 9, closely followed by TJ Diop on 8. Matty DeConye is on 7, and TJ Diop on 8 as well. So they're kind of sharing the points around as well. Every single starter has got points except Jaden Tom, and 3 players out of the bench scoring as well. But a big rebounding game as well, led by TJ Diop on 4. Jumping up to the southwest ends of things, they've got 2 in double digits, being led by Princeton Onwas on 12, Ryan Vines on 10. Sharing the point spread a little bit, but not a lot amongst the players. Jared Bairstow on 5, followed by Jake Allen on 3. Pulling a lot less rebounds, unfortunately, is the Southwest Pirates. But they do have quite a few coming out of their bench as well. Troy Thompson coming off the bench, playing a good defensive game of basketball. Both teams really fine for this one here. Who knows how this game is going to end up, but both teams are going to need to come out and play some incredibly strong basketball. Neither team has been playing fantastically well so far. 40-41, very low scoring for a first half of QBL basketball. So both teams are going to have to start getting their shooting percentages up. At the moment, neither team shooting all that well. In fact, Southwest is just 7% from the three-point line. Gold Coast sitting on 42% and 46% from 2. Southwest actually going all right from 2, 68%. But if they're going to find their way back into this game, they need to turn around that three-point percent or stop taking the shot. 7% is not a good place to be from deep, and it's the same position they were in 2 weeks ago when we were here against the Southern District Spartans. They could just not fire from deep. But here we go as we bring out the third quarter. It is 41-40, Southwest just a point behind as we bring in the second half. Southwest being led on the floor by Verl Williams Jr., Jake Allen, Jared Bairstow, Tyrell Harrison, and Princeton Onwas. And for the Rollers, we have Dion Mitchell, Matty DeConye, Jack McVeigh, Jaden Tom, and TJ Diop. We are underway. Gold Coast kicking things off. McVeigh has it at the top of the three-point line. Kicks around to DeConye. And over to Mitchell. Shot clock firing down into single digits as Bairstow reaches around to try and get the steal out of TJ Diop, but just picks up the foul with his hand in the back. Gold Coast getting lucky there. They'll take it back from the sideline. 14-second reset on the shot clock. As DeConye goes with the left-hand side, rolls one home for 2 points, and picks up the foul as well. That one going against Jake Allen. Coach Downer definitely not impressed with the call by the looks of it, having a nice little chat to the referees. Feeling a little bit hard done by at the moment, I think, is Coach Downer. But 3 points, the difference at the moment. Those are the things you have to learn to deal with, unfortunately. DeConye makes his free throw, 44-40. And DeConye with it now. He goes all the way himself, but is pickpocketed by Allen. Verl Williams Jr. turns on the Jets, fires down the court and is stripped and turns the ball over out of court. Just didn't play the offense. He played the defensive player. Thought he was going to get fouled, thought he was going to touch it, and just turned it over. I mean, you can't play that kind of basketball. If you're driving down, you got to play for the bucket and not play for the foul. Adekpanye brings it in for the Rollers. Jake Allen playing tight up front defense. Kicks it over to TJ Diop, guarded by Bairstow. Now with McVeigh over to Mitchell. They go inside with single digits. TJ Diop goes to the bucket, loses control, regains and fires for two. 46-40, the lead getting extended out by Gold Coast. Williams Jr. kicks to Bairstow. He drives strong, kicks back out to Williams Jr. Over to Allen, down to Onwas, who drives strong with a nice little right-handed layup under the bucket for two. And an offensive foul there called on the out-of-bounds passage of play. That one going against Dion Mitchell. Just a little bit of the shove there and picking up the foul. Southwest, we got the nice easy turnover right under the bucket. Bairstow looks for it inside, but it goes to Jake Allen out on the wing. Left-handed hook shot, doesn't quite roll home. Bairstow fought for the board, but it just gets tapped away. TJ Diop doesn't slam it down, unfortunately, but gets a nice, easy left-handed layup. Those are the kinds of buckets that need to get jammed. Princeton Onwas now goes strong to the right, but bounces off to Kanye and gets the bucket for two. And a sub's going to be made for the Rollers because that's Adekpanye's fourth personal foul. We've only just started the third quarter, so he's going to take quite a lengthy seat, I would imagine, here. And he's checked out by Christian Salicic. Onwas makes a free throw, shortening the lead to 45-48. It's down to 3. That's a tough loss for the Rollers. Adekpanye has been having a really strong game of basketball, especially on the defensive end. He's been doing a really great job getting himself around the court. As Salicic now with the ball in single digits, kicks down to Diop, whose turnaround jumper bounces into the hands of Harrison. They kick it up now. Southwest trying to move the ball fast, get some points on the board. Jake Allen with it outside, kicks to Williams Jr. Inside to Bairstow, who stops, pops, and fires. Lead back down to 1. Same as at the quarter time break. Gold Coast struggling to put some points on the board at the moment as TJ Diop gets done for the 3-second violation on the inside as well. Two and a half minutes in. The lead is still only a single point for the Rollers. Princess Onwas tries to drive strong to the left, but that nasty little step back just went out of court. Happens all too often in this game. Just try and take off, give yourself a little bit of boost with that short back step, but on that wide three-point line, you just can't afford to do it. So many players just don't realize how close the line they are and step out when they go backwards. Mitchell almost losing the handles, but ends up getting a kickback pass. Jack McVeigh's going to fire for 3. Bairstow fights for the rebound and somehow manages to tip it into Dion Mitchell, and he'll get the ball back. Lucky passage of play there for Bairstow. Managing to fight his way through without fouling and then get the tip into Mitchell to get the ball back. He drives strong to the right, straight into Jaden Tom, fires away and loses control out of court, but it's going to maintain in Southwest. Southwest getting a little bit lucky on a couple of out-of-bounds plays here, I think. So they'll have 12 seconds to fire on the shot clock. Onwas brings the ball in. Harrison at the top of the three-point line. Looks to drive, shuffles his feet, passes out to Williams. Jake Allen with it now with 4 on the shot clock. Williams Jr. is going to have to fire, and he nails the 3 to take Southwest into the lead, 50-48. And big screen there from TJ Diop, taking out Princeton Onwas. Kick out goes to Jack McVeigh. Williams Jr. a little bit slow off his feet, can't get the hand in his face. Onwas gets the ball, and Christian Salicic just a little bit slow to get in front. It takes the block. And some sneaky little side words as well had between Princeton Onwas and Christian Salicic. This game definitely starting to get a little bit heated. Lots of big contacts, a lot of exchanging of words. This game, it could get interesting. Rollers going to go to the bench. Jaden Tom is going to check out, and Akeem Marsh is checking in. Rollers just going to take a lax half-court defense. Williams Jr. goes inside to Terrell Harrison. A little bit of heavy contact on the inside. Sees Diop hit the deck. Onwas fires for three. Besto with the board. Onwas on the inside over the top of Diop for the two. But in the process, he's gone down injured. And the exact same left ankle as Vines, unfortunately. He's not looking in a good position either. Southwest just really struggling with injuries at the moment with those big passages of play and just coming down and landing on other ankles. I think Vines is going to need to move over on the massage board. He's going to have to share it soon, I think. Oh, Vines is standing. He's all right. Onwas just looking in a little bit of pain down on the baseline, so we might take a quick moment of a break here while we're waiting for Onwas to get attended to by the physio. So we'll take a quick break, but we'll be back with you shortly for more QBL Round 3 action. And we're back with you. It looks like Princeton Onwas might be somewhat okay. He may still sit off for the rest of the game, or at least probably the rest of this quarter, but he did manage to walk himself off the court, so his injury is not too bad. He does look like he's in a little bit of pain, but hopefully he's okay. As we restart the game, Marty Leahy checks in for the Pirates for Onwas, as Jack McVeigh spins strong on the inside, but Harrison out of nowhere with the massive block. In fact, I'm pretty sure Harrison just jumped over the top of Besto to get the block. He's trying to specky over his own player for the block. So 9 seconds on the shot clock. Ball in for Marsh. Almost steps out of court. McVeigh with it now. Screen from Diop. 2 seconds to fire. McVeigh shoots, and it bounces off the front. Offensive rebound for Dion Mitchell, who drives baseline with a nice little reverse layup for two. We are back, locked at 52 apiece. 52-50, sorry. It looked too early. Besto with it now, goes strong to the right. Tries to kick into Harrison, but Allen ends up with it, and Allen fires for two. It is 54-50. So Southwest in the lead by 4, just maintaining their break in this third quarter. Dion Mitchell now steps back, fires for two. Williams Jr. hopping up and grabbing the board. Strong inside play into Besto, who rolls home the left-hand layup for two. Southwest absolutely on fire and playing as a team. Just dominating this third quarter, and especially in this second half of it. McVeigh with it now, goes right, tries to go in, but out of nowhere again, Harrison says no. Big rejections coming from everywhere for Tyrell Harrison, the big man. A captain, Dwayne Bale, checking back in for the Gold Coast Rollers. Jack McVeigh checking out. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. Vale having to fire a very tight corner three. Marty Leahy coming down with the defensive board for Southwest. Vel Williams Jr. passing straight to the hands of Dion Mitchell, who takes on Leahy and draws the foul. Possibly going on Leahy, or maybe even Williams Jr. as well, because he came in from the side. No, that one will go against Leahy. And subs here for Southwest as well. So Besto's going to check out for Thompson. And for the first time in the game, I believe Nick Stoddard is going to check in, with Jake Allen checking out. So Dion Mitchell goes 2 from 2. It is 52-56. Southwest still in the lead by 4. Stoddart has it over the right-hand side of the court. Tyrell Harrison at the top of the 3. Harrison trying to run the play from the top of the 3, but Williams Jr. fires. Harrison lucky to get away without a foul there over the top of Marsh. Dwayne Vale setting a very ugly screen, but it paid off as Dion Mitchell gets himself inside and gets the ball away for 2. Leahy kicks down to Stoddart. Stoddart with the fake on Diop. Now down into single digits. Stoddart almost loses out of court. Fakes to fire. Harrison inside, no look pass to Thompson, but Thompson can't keep his hands on it. Vale coming down with the steal. Marsh on the fast break run down the court. Dion Mitchell goes inside to Marsh. Marsh fires away. Harrison just leaning in, just picking up the body contact. Don't need to do that, big man. You've got a solid foot reach on top of him. Just stand still. There's no need to stand up in front of him like that. That's an unfortunate foul for Southwest. The lead only down to 2 points for the Pirates, 54-56. As the Rollers go to the bench, checking in Brent Wallace. TJ Diop stepping out. Marsh goes 1 from 1. And 2 from 2. 56 apiece. We are locked again. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Stoddart bringing it down for Southwest. Ball ends up with Thompson. Southwest, a little bit of miscommunication here as they try and organise their play. Tyrell Harrison from the top of the 3 finds a cutting Thompson who loses control. Kicks out to Stoddart, who fires an incredibly off-balance three-point jumper, but somehow makes it in. Akeem Marsh sets a knockout screen on Leahy at the halfway line. And Christian Salicic steps out. It's all happening here tonight. We're all over the shop. It's 56-59. Southwest in the lead by 3. Williams Jr. long cross-court pass over to Leahy. Up to Thompson, who fires a 3 of his own. Too short. Bouncing off the front. Brent Wallace with the rebound. Salicic breaks left. Goes inside to Wallace. Harrison almost doing the exact same thing. 2 plays in a row and just leaning in. Great offensive play though. Gold Coast just getting around in time. Thompson traveling on that out of bounds passage of play. The pass just a little bit too strong. And Coach Downer not happy with what he's seeing at the moment. It is 59-58. Southwest in the lead by a point. There's a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take one as well. But we'll be back with you shortly for the remainder of this QBL Round 3 clash between Southwest and the Gold Coast. And we're back with you here at Hibiscus Sports Complex as we bring you the last 2 minutes of the third quarter against this QBL Round 3 clash from Southwest Metro and the Gold Coast Rollers. It is a 1-point game. Southwest just managed to keep their heads above water, but Gold Coast fighting back to maintain this small deficit in a game that they've primarily had the lead for the most of the game, as they move the ball up the court nice and fast, and Salicic fires from deep with Marsh pulling the offensive rebound. Brent Wallace unable to keep the handles on the inside pass. They're just bouncing off Stoddart on the way out of court. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gold Coast with a chance to take back the lead. They kick in to Dion Mitchell. Mitchell goes inside to Marsh. Marsh fires for a 2, and Thompson picks up the foul. (60-59), 1 point turnaround. Gold Coast now leading by that point, with Akeem Marsh stepping to the line for a free throw. Marsh's shot no good, but they are going to get a second opportunity. Tyrell Harrison just stepping in a fraction too early and breaking the line. Marsh not able to redeem himself. That second free throw also missing. Tendakai Machando coming down with the defensive board for the Pirates. Minute 45 to go in the third quarter. Southwest down by a point. Stoddart drives into a very set Brent Wallace and almost loses it. Big pass on the inside to Harrison, blocked by Wallace. Dion Mitchell unable to maintain his footing. Dwayne Vale tries to go for the alley-oop to Marsh, but it just hits a little bit too hard. Dwayne Vale just running directly into Stoddart, intentionally drawing the foul. I think just to slow things down a little bit. Game's starting to get incredibly scrappy and a little bit all over the place. So not a bad foul there by Dwayne Vale. Just needing to hold things up a little bit and just reset themselves. So 20 seconds on the shot clock. South House has a chance to bring themselves back into the lead. Marty Leahy has the ball, kicks over to Machando, over to Stoddart. Stoddart fakes right, goes left. Dwayne Vale, incredible defense on Stoddart. Machando drives through, but Christian Salicic with the steal. Goes now for the drive through, left-handed roll goes in. The Rollers extending their lead out to 4. Dwayne Vale just getting his hand in there on the hip with the hand check. He'll pick up another little foul. Both teams in the foul trouble now, sorry. So not necessarily a fantastic idea there by Dwayne Vale, because it is going to send the Pirates to the free throw line. Pirates also going to go to the bench, and they're going to check in Christian Pang, also hitting the court for the first time this game, subbing out Tyrell Harrison. So Stoddart at the line for the Pirates for 2. His first free throw is good. Second, not quite the same, just a little bit too short, hitting the front of the rim. Rollers coming down with the defensive board as Salicic makes his way down the court. Brent Wallace with a massive mismatch over Christian Pang, begging for the inside ball, but Marsh goes himself and draws the foul. Foul there going against number 12. Don't think Southwest has a 12 on the court. Must be against 13. Christian Pang picked up that foul on that occasion. And we're just going to go and double check that last foul as well. They did signal number 12, but there is not a number 12 on the court. So just going to check who the foul was actually on. And just checking in as well, so referees unfortunately called the foul on the person who's taking the free throws. Just made a little bit of an error there. The foul is actually going to go against 44 for Southwest, Troy Thompson. So not against Christian Pang like I originally called. Will be against Troy Thompson. Number 12 was shooting. And a free throw there for Akeem Marsh. Finds the bottom of the net, extending the lead out for the Rollers. 64-60. 25 seconds on the game clock to go. Tendakai Machando slowing things down for Southwest. About a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock as Machando fires for three and makes it. Southwest again find themselves down by a point. We've got 5 seconds to go. We're just fixing up our clock as well. Dion Mitchell drives and makes a last-minute bucket for two. It is 66-63 as we roll into the three-quarter time break. Little bit of a difference. Yeah, great end to the quarter there. So 66-63. We do have a 3-point difference in this game. Gold Coast managing to maintain their lead, but that is three-quarter time. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we'll be back with you shortly for more of this QBL Round 3 action. And we're back for the final quarter of the Southwest Metro Pirates taking on the Gold Coast Rollers. Just a quick score check. We just need to adjust the score. It is 65-63. All of that confusion with who the foul has been called on. The score ended up getting put up incorrectly. So just confirming the score is 65-63. So the Gold Coast Rollers are in the lead by 2 points leading into this fourth quarter. And it is set to be a tight one. The game going one way and then the other. There's been several changes of leadership in the game, so it's going to come down to the wire, and Southwest is going to have the first opportunity to take the game into their court. Shot clock rolling down into single digits. Princeton Onwas goes strong to the right, making it back on the court for the first time and goes straight to work, making the right-hand bucket and also picking up the foul on number 12, Akeem Marsh. Straight back on the court after that injury. About halfway through the third quarter, he's already gone straight to work and brought the game back into a tie. Princeton Onwas manages to make the free throw as well. Southwest in the lead yet again, 66-65. Dion Mitchell with the ball for the Rollers. He goes right, defended very tightly by Machando. Dwayne Vale, the captain, fires away a three. Machando out to Onwas, slowing things down, letting the shot clock roll down. Troy Thompson setting a tight left-hand screen. Shot clock rolls to single digits. Paying back to Onwas. 4 seconds. Troy Thompson fires a wing two. can't find it in, and Pang fights for the rebound, but Dion Mitchell comes down with the board. Ball goes inside for Diop. Bit of a mismatch with Onwas guarding him. Takes the left-hand roller, and that finds its way down. 4 points the difference now, 70-66. Gold Coast getting the first couple of points in the quarter. Onwas breaks to the right, just losing control as the ball ends up with Akeem Marsh. Little bit of confusion there as well. Onwas falling on top of Marsh and no call made. Ball turning over. Machando fires a three. That one's no good. Marsh coming down with the board. Salicic kicks over to Dion Mitchell. He drives right, almost ankle breaking Pang. Pang goes inside for Diop. But they're going to pick up Thompson for a reach around foul in the back. Southwest going to the bench. They'll be subbing out Christian Pang. Jared Bastow checking in. Gold Coast also going to make some substitutions. They're going to check in Jack McVeigh. And Akeem Marsh checking out. Salicic almost had a wide open three-point shot. No one seemed to want to mark him. Machando just knocking the ball out of court. "12 seconds on the shot clock for the Rollers. Salicic gets it into Mitchell. We've got Diop and Bastow fighting hard on the inside. Diop's not able to keep his handles on it. Prince and Onwas passes up to Machando, but draws the foul out of Jack McVeigh. Leahy brings the ball in for Southwest to Thompson. Machando with it now. 2 minutes gone. Still in nice tight game. 70-66. Bastow drives right. Handles on the inside from Mitchell. Thought he had the foul, but Bastow just took one too many steps and picked up the travel. I think everyone from the Rollers was questioning how that was a foul, not realizing that a travel had actually been called. So a timely and unfortunate turnover for Southwest. Gold Coast with a chance to extend their lead again. Dion Mitchell with it now. Screen from Diop. Kicks out to Salicic, drives left, kicks out. McVeigh driving through, fires away, but great hands from Marty Leahy for the Pirates. Gets the block and the board. And he goes inside to a great cut from Thompson, who just goes to work on the inside. That was a training exercise for the Pirates. Mitchell drives in, kicks out to Vale. Vale fires a wing three, a little bit too strong, couldn't quite find the net. Southwest with the defensive board. Machando now for the Pirates, looking to tie the game back at 70 apiece. Leahy out wide, tries to pass cross court, almost intercepted by Vale. Machando goes to work, can't get it. Bastow with the board. Onwas kicks over to Leahy. Leahy one step to the right, fires away, can't get the board. Mitchell with the rebound. Dion Mitchell going straight to work, charging head first into Onwas and picking up the charge. There was no doubt about that. I think even he knew straight away that that was an offensive foul. Great defensive position in front from Onwas. Southwest going to the bench. Machando's going to check out for Williams Jr. And Tyrell Harrison also waiting to check in as well. Game ball just brought in a little bit too quickly, unfortunately. The guys just looking at fixing up the scores in the stat sheet. Tyrell Harrison is going to get his opportunity to check in. Troy Thompson going to check out. So 70-68 is the score. Southwest trailing by a measly 2. As Williams Jr. goes to work, kicking the ball around the outside. Marty Leahy drives to the center of the court, fires away a nice little shot. Thalo Green demanding some contact on the inside. T cuts center, defended by Terrell Harrison. Interesting to see who's going to call the foul here. Both players initiating contact. It is going to go against Thalo Green, though, for the offensive foul. Southwest is going to get the ball, but Warwick's pointing the wrong direction. Thought that was the call they made. They did make the call against Thalo Green, but then pointed towards the Rollers. Southwest is going to come down with the ball here, though. Lots of action going on in the court at the moment. Even the referees getting themselves a little bit confused here. There are 6 minutes to go. We are tied at 70 apiece. Ball goes inside to Harrison. Just can't quite get his handles on it, though, and the ball gets knocked out of court. 12 seconds on the shot clock here for Southwest. Williams Jr. with the pass from out of bounds. Bairstow does manage to get it inside to Harrison. Harrison trying to go to work on the left-hand side. Thalo Green pulling the board. Bairstow just reaching in and getting the foul on Thalo Green. Doesn't look happy about the call, but there was definitely a big reach on that one. Foul count is 4-2 for those interested in knowing. Southwest on 2. Gold Coast Rollers on 4. Brent Wallace checking back in for the Rollers, subbing out number 18, Dion Mitchell. The ball's in as we roll to just under 6 minutes to go. We are locked at 70 apiece. Rollers with their chance to break away from the Pirates again. TJ Diop with the ball at the top of the three-point line. Brent Wallace going to work inside. Tyrell Harrison somehow getting called for the foul on that one after stripping it from behind. Sending Brent Wallace to the free throw line for 2. Wallace at the line for 2 for the Rollers. Fires the first, but can't find the points. We maintain locked at 70. Wallace with a chance to take the lead for the Rollers. Wallace can't do it. He goes none from 2. We are still locked at 70. Southwest pulling the defensive board. Williams Jr. kicks to a wide open Onwas, not willing to take the three-point shot based on their shooting percentage. Jake Allen has it now. He goes to work on the inside. Spins around to Kanye. Can't quite get it in. As Tyrell Harrison comes down with the defensive putback and slams it home. Southwest leading by 2. Gold Coast with the ball. Brent Wallace pushing for space inside the keyway against Bairstow. Just coming down with the 3-second violation call. Southwest with the advantage. They are up by 2. We're 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Williams Jr. pushing the ball up fast, trying to get his team moving. Jake Allen straight on the inside. Harrison not strong enough to fight through Brent Wallace. Allen with it now. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bairstow tries to go to work, but Salicic reaches in and gets the hands foul. And that is team fouls for the Rollers as well. So Bairstow's going to go to the line for 2. Salicic will check out after that foul, and he'll be replaced by Dion Mitchell. Bairstow's first is good from the line. Second is good as well. We've had a 4-point swing. Rollers were in the lead by 4. Now it's Southwest by 4. Dion Mitchell in control for the Rollers, taking on Williams Jr. Ball kicks around. Thalo Green has it, tries to get it to Brent Wallace on the inside, but he's marked tough by Harrison. Williams Jr. tries to get the steal, but just jumps a little bit too early. But they will still make the pass. Southwest with it now on the turnover. Chance to extend their lead. Bairstow looking for the pass on the inside top of the keyway. Williams Jr. gets it to him. Can't make the shot though. Passes to Jake Allen. Allen drives. Harrison gets it. Harrison goes reversed and gets it to 4. 70-76. Southwest in the lead by 6. Mick Conlon for the Rollers, not happy with what he's seeing out on the court. He's going to go to the bench and take a timeout. We're going to take a rest here as well, but we'll be back with you shortly for more of this absolutely breathtaking QBL Round 3 game between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. You ready? And we're back at the Ship Hibiscus Sports Complex as we've got a couple of minutes, 4 and a bit to go in this game between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. It's been an absolutely astounding game. Gold Coast Rollers has had the lead for almost the entire first half of the game, but Southwest, they've been fighting their way back into it since the second half. Currently in the lead by 6, and they are going to get the ball back. Gold Coast are going to start out the quarter, and they're going to need it as well because they are down at the moment. 4 minutes to go. Rollers really needing to work on their defense at the moment. They're letting Southwest get some easy shots away, and it's making all the difference. Adekpanye is going to start with the ball for the Rollers, bringing it up the court. Brent Wallace sets a screen on Allen. Adekpanye goes to it, kicks out to Mitchell. Mitchell drives left. Allen steps up, fires away for a long 2, but that bounces out. Brent Wallace, I believe, is going to pick up a foul here with a push in the back on Tyrell Harrison. So we're going to walk down the other end of the court, and everything is going in favor of the Pirates at the moment. They are getting some great opportunities to extend this lead. Harrison steps up to the line for 2. Harrison a little bit too soft on the first, just hitting the front of the rim. Second finds his form and gets the bottom of the net. 77-70. Dion Mitchell with it for the Rollers. Over to DJ Tiop. Rollers needing to find a bucket to get themselves back in this game. Diop goes to the rim, but Harrison again says no. Harrison all over the court with his blocks. That's his 4th for the game. Harrison having a blinding game defensively on the inside with the blocks. Diop spins around. Harrison almost gets himself a 5th. Can't quite though. The ball rolls in. We're back down to a 5-point lead. Bairstow over to Williams Jr. Back to Bairstow. He drives and gets fouled on the way to the bucket. Foul going on to Keem Marsh on this occasion. Bairstow going to find himself at the line. Bairstow a little bit too strong on the first. A little bit better on the second. He got 1 from 2. Akeem Marsh's pass almost inbound, stolen from Harrison. Very lucky that there wasn't a call made there either way. Akeem Marsh gets it on the inside. Harrison just getting sucked into the fake. He jumps, he fouls. Points are going to count as well for Akeem Marsh. Foul going against Tyrell Harrison. Lead now cut to 4, 78-74. And Marsh will take the line for 1. Marsh can't quite find the first free throw. Diop's going to pull the rebound, but we've got a foul in here again on Tyrell Harrison. And that's going to send TJ Diop to the line for free throws. Both teams now finding themselves in foul trouble, and that's going to be the 5th personal foul for Tyrell Harrison, so he's going to have to check out. And that's an unfortunate loss for Southwest as well. Harrison, well, he hasn't put a lot of points on the board. He's been such a strong defensive presence down the other end of the court with those 5 massive blocks, as well as having a very tough job of marking up on some of the bigger boys, TJ Diop and Brent Wallace, both significantly stronger with their age. But Harrison will have to sit down for the remainder. It's 3 points the difference now, 78-75. Onwas has it for Southwest with 3 minutes to go in the 4th. They go inside for Bairstow. Bairstow kicks back to Thompson, basically setting his own little screen, and Thompson fires one home for 2. But Jack McVeigh, wide open run down the court and slams home a 2-hander. It was way too easy for the Rollers on that occasion. The Pirates celebrating their own victory and then turning it around. Now back to Adik Ponye, as there's a huge block, turnover out of bounds. I have no idea what's just happened, but the ball has ended in the hands of Williams Jr. for Southwest. That was a huge block, but not sure who got it. Williams Jr. inside for Thompson. Thompson taking his time with control, kicking it in for 2. 77-82, the lead back to 5. Bairstow got the tough job of marking up on Akeem Marsh on the inside. Fire from Adik Ponye, no good. Southwest coming down with the defensive board. It is all happening. We've got just under 2 minutes to go. 5 points the lead. Bairstow finds a cutting Allen on the inside. He tries to spin around. Very risky left hand finger roll, but makes it. Southwest just getting things to work for them in the dying moments of this game. Dion Mitchell kicks out to McVeigh, trying to go to work for the Rollers, but just can't make his pass. Williams Jr. getting the steal, driving left, tries to throw it up to Prince and Onwas, but swatted away by Marsh. McVeigh with it now down the other end, driving straight into the chest of Jared Bairstow, drawing the charge. Southwest are getting themselves in a great position with 1 minute 20 to go. And Southwest going to go to the bench and make a last-minute sub as well. What a way to finish this game. Everything's been happening in these last 5 minutes of the quarter. Southwest finding themselves with a very nice 7-point lead with just over a minute to go. Had a little bit of everything, and Vel Williams Jr. tries to settle things down. They know they're in a good position to win this game. They just need to control the ball. They need to take care of the pill, sorry. So Onwas tries to drive in. Jack McVeigh just reaching in at the last minute and picking up the foul. Onwas can't quite get the first free throw to roll. That bounces out. That'll be his first miss for the night as well. He was 3 from 3 until that free throw. Fires again and makes the second. He's 4 from 5. Coach Mick Conlon for the Rollers not happy with how things are looking. It's 8 points the deficit with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. Southwest in a commanding 8-point lead, but there's a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take a break as well. But don't go anywhere. This game is getting exciting. We'll be back with you shortly. And we're back with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in this absolutely nail-biting QBL Round 3 game between the Southwest Metro Pirates and the Gold Coast Rollers. We got an 8-point difference. Southwest fighting back to get themselves in the lead, and everything going their way this quarter. They've been playing an amazing game of basketball, but nothing going right for the Rollers at this point in time, as Adekpanye just steps the wrong way and travels for the turnover. They've been really struggling this quarter with their turnovers. I think they've been letting the referees and the way Southwest has been playing get to them, and they just haven't been able to control the ball. So we go straight back to the Rollers, though, as Southwest travels. 8 points is still the difference. Rollers, sorry, stepped out of bounds, not a travel. Still a turnover. Salicic, top of the three, fires away, can't find a home. Williams Jr. comes down with the defensive board. And we're going to have a foul called as well against TJ Diop. So we're going to walk down the other end. Vel Williams Jr., I think, is going to get to step up to the line for two. 48 seconds to go, 8 points the lead. It's going to be a lot of tough work for the Rollers to get themselves back into this game, especially if Williams Jr. makes both of these free throws. That's 9 points the difference. Can't quite make the second. 9 points is the lead. McVeigh kicks up fast to Salicic. Over to Dwayne Vale, who fires a two-pointer. Bairstow coming down with the defensive board. TJ Diop ending up on the ground. Rollers picking up the steal there after a bad pass by the Pirates. Salicic fires from three, can't get it to roll home. Diop can't get the board. Bairstow with it. 3 seconds of difference between game and shot clock. Jake Allen goes to work, kicks over to Thompson. Thompson out of control, fires. Williams Jr. with the putback. 16 seconds to go. Jack McVeigh going to take things nice and slow for the Rollers. It is over. 77-88 the current score. Rollers not going to work too hard. They know that this game is done as Bairstow pulls the defensive board and lets the ball go dead as we end an incredible game of basketball that had everything in it. Big hits, near fights, arguments. Wow, that was probably one of the best games I've got to call in quite some time. Things were going all over the place, and who knew how that was going to end up. But what a fantastic game by the Southwest Metro Pirates. They managed to pull everything together after trailing early on in that first half by as many as 11 points. They managed to fight their way back with a 22-point turnaround to win by 11 points. Rollers having a really great first half, but as I said before the game started, it was really going to come down to who could play 4 quarters of basketball. And quite frankly, neither team did play 4 quarters of basketball. Southwest didn't have a first half, but they had a much stronger second half than Gold Coast did first. And they just got themselves back into the game and got that win by 11 points, 77-88. To run through some final stats for you, just so you know, Southwest leading all scorers with a massive 23 points is Princeton Onwas, also pulling down 6 boards. Jumping then to Jared Basto, who ended up on 12. He also got 10 rebounds, so he got himself a nice double-double. Ryan Vine still somehow managing to come third in the point count despite that injury. He ended up on 10. Closely followed by Tyrell Harrison and Val Williams Jr., Troy Thompson all on 8, and Jake Allen on 7. Jumping down the other end of the court with the Gold Coast Rollers, TJ Diop led their score with 17 points, pulling 5 boards as well. Matty DeCarnier pulling 10 points, Deon Mitchell and DeCon Mitchell getting 13, Jack McVeigh on 11, and Akeem Marsh on 7. And that about wraps things up here for your Saturday night QBL Game 3. But don't forget, guys, we are going to have more action for you tomorrow when I jump ship and go over with Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia as we bring you the Basketball Queensland Games of the Week. We'll be right back here at the Pirate Ship as we bring you Southwest Metro versus the Sunshine Coast Rip. So don't forget, tune in tomorrow, Basketball Queensland's YouTube channel. Jump on in, check out those games as well, and we'll see you again tomorrow. But thank you very much for watching, guys. What an amazing game. I've been Regan Baker. Big thanks to Chris on the camera, Joel Baker on the production panel. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.